Good morning, Northern Michigan, from your local National Weather Service office in Gaylord. This is meteorologist Dave Lawrence bringing you the latest hazardous weather briefing for northern, lower, and eastern upper Michigan. Today is Sunday, the 28th day of April, 2013. Well, once again, similar to what we talked about yesterday, really no hazardous weather expected over the next 5 to 7 days. That means some continued springtime warmth for all the warm weather fans out there, myself included. And that is most definitely good news compared to the pattern we've seen here over the last 2 months or so. Looking at some specifics, though, for today, low pressure is basically over the mid-Mississippi Valley this morning. That's really upper-level low pressure. And that system will gradually work its way to the north and east through the daylight hours today and into the evening, bringing some increasing clouds our way. In fact, most areas by later this afternoon will be mostly on the cloudy side. That shouldn't affect temperatures too terribly much, but again, we'll throw in some more clouds than what we've seen here during the day on Saturday. As we push further ahead, though, notice by this evening that system is lifting by just to our south and east through southeast lower Michigan. That trajectory should keep the majority of any rainfall just south of northern Michigan, though a couple of showers may scrape, say, areas from maybe Gladwin to Oscoda, somewhere in that area, closer to Saginaw Bay, very late in the afternoon or early evening. Now, as we push further ahead, notice a cold front by later this evening across the upper Midwest. That feature will sort of slide its way eastward into the eastern UP and stall out, really washing away by the time we get into Monday. But that will probably bring a narrow band of showers to impact parts of Lake Michigan and the central and eastern UP, again, very late tonight into the first part of Monday. Otherwise, notice high pressure is well off to our east. That will circulate some southerly winds right up into the northern Michigan area and, of course, continue to give us some very nice weather. Pushing toward midweek, though, a very slow-moving frontal boundary will gradually work its way toward the region. That will give us continued very warm weather ahead of that feature. And it looks like, really, that feature, by some of the latest guidance that we've been looking at, may end up stalling just to our west as we go into Thursday and perhaps even Friday and Saturday. That would keep most of northern Michigan on the warm side of this weather system. Also bringing us some small chances for rain showers. But again, I think the big story here is that the potential is there for this warm-up that we've seen to be extended by several more days, and I don't think anybody out there is going to disagree with that. As we look at the total 7-day precipitation forecast, notice that lines up well with our thinking that frontal boundary stalling to our west. That's where the heaviest amounts will be. But by the time we get later into this week, of course, we could see some rainfall, and by that point, we probably will begin to need it as things continue to be on the warm side. Otherwise, as we look at some specifics for today, most sunshine will be found north, and that's where the warmest readings will be. Highs well into the 60s to near 70, perhaps lower 70s across the Straits region into the UP. Readings a bit cooler in northern lower, but Traverse City might luck out and hit 70 today. And the coolest readings, of course, will be down toward M55, where clouds will thicken up first this morning. Otherwise, as I mentioned at the start, really no hazardous weather expected for the next 5 to 7 days, so get out there and enjoy it. And we sure are glad to see it. Well, this concludes the latest rendition of this weather briefing. Thanks for your time this morning. Hope you have a great second half of your weekend. Get outside, do some yard work or whatever, and just enjoy the warmth. Come back and join us, if you will, for the latest update to this briefing, which will be posted online right around 5 p.m. this afternoon.